My name is Scott Blaze. And today, I'm going to show you something that might just change how you think about money, forever. If you've ever stared at your bank balance and thought, there's got to be more than this, you're not alone. I used to be there too. Working 9 to 5, hustling after hours, burning both ends of the candle just to make rent and maybe afford a weekend getaway twice a year. But then I discovered a different way, a smarter way. You've heard the term, passive income, thrown around like it's some kind of magic trick. Set it and forget it. Money that makes itself. Sounds too good to be true, right? That's because most people are selling you half-truths. What they don't tell you is that real passive income, the kind that actually works, takes intention, setup, and patience. Today, we're going to dive into 7 passive income ideas that I've researched, tested, and seen work in the real world. These aren't just theories. They're proven strategies used by ordinary people to build extraordinary financial lives. Whether you're a single parent, a college student, or someone climbing the corporate ladder, one of these could fit into your life. Let's start with something simple. Digital products. When Sarah, a graphic designer from Ohio, found herself laid off during the pandemic, she decided to bundle her most used design templates into a product. She listed them on Etsy for $9.99. She made $87 in the first week. The next week, $233. 3 months later, she was averaging over $2 a month, without ever touching the files again. The beauty of digital products is this: you make it once, and it sells while you sleep. Templates, ebooks, planners, music loops, stock photos, they all have marketplaces ready to host and distribute your product. The real work is up front, creating something valuable, then optimizing the listing. But once it's out there, it keeps going. Now let's talk dividends. You don't need to be Warren Buffett to benefit from dividend income. Meet James. He's a high school teacher with a modest portfolio, just $10 in dividend stocks. But those stocks are paying him $30 to $50 a month. It's not rent money, but it's his internet bill covered. And over time, as he reinvests, that number grows. Dividend investing is one of the most truly passive methods. No customers, no marketing. You simply own shares in companies that reward shareholders. The key is consistency. Even small monthly investments, done automatically, can compound into real wealth. Another idea? Rental income, but with a modern twist. Jessica didn't buy a house. She rented one, then she listed the spare room on Airbnb. With the owner's permission, she earned enough each month to cover her half of the rent. Later, she saved up, moved into a 2-bedroom apartment, and rented the second room full-time. That's when she started turning a profit. Short-term rentals, subleasing, and co-hosting are changing the way people think about real estate. You don't have to buy property to profit from it. You just have to manage it well. Clean listings, prompt communication, great guest experiences, and you're in. Speaking of property, there's another form of rent: digital real estate. Your blog, your YouTube channel, your newsletter, these are all assets. They're all properties that you can build once and monetize repeatedly. Take Alex, for example. He started a niche blog about vintage watches. After a year of writing 2 articles per week, he began getting affiliate commissions from Amazon. A few brand deals followed. Then, Google Ads. By the end of year 2, his blog was earning $1.500 a month. But let's pause for a second. If this episode is bringing you value, take a moment to like, comment, Share this podcast with a friend. And hit that subscribe button. That simple action helps us reach more people who need this exact kind of financial breakthrough. Now, let's keep going. Idea number 5. Print on demand. No inventory, no shipping, no customer service. Just creativity. Platforms like Redbubble, Teespring, and Merch by Amazon allow you to upload a design, could be a funny quote, a stylish graphic, or even a meme, and they handle the rest. You earn a royalty every time it sells. You don't need to be a designer. Use Canva, use AI, outsource it. The key is creating timely, clever, and niche-specific designs. Sports teams, teachers, pet lovers, political humor. The more specific, the better. I met a stay-at-home dad in Georgia who made over $7 one December from holiday-themed mugs alone. He started with 5 designs. Now he has over 200. That brings us to idea 6, online courses. Everyone knows something that someone else wants to learn. Cooking, coding, parenting, meditation, sales. If you can explain a skill clearly, you can package it, and platforms like Udemy, Skillshare, or Kajabi make it easy to host and sell. Carla, a former HR recruiter, created a course on how to write winning resumes. She filmed everything on her iPhone in her living room. No fancy gear, just good content. It now earns her $1,200 a month while she focuses on her new coaching business. Finally, passive income idea number 7, licensing your work. If you're a photographer, a musician, a voice actor, or even someone who creates sound effects or animations, you can license your work through platforms like Shutterstock, Epidemic Sound, or Audio Jungle. Every time someone uses your creation, you earn a royalty. Take Mason, a part-time guitarist. He uploaded a few instrumental loops to a royalty-free music site. A few months later, one of his tracks ended up being used in a popular YouTube series. That month alone, he made $800. And it keeps coming. Same song, no extra work. Licensing is one of the most overlooked forms of passive income because it relies on existing talents. The assets already live in your computer. The opportunity is about knowing where to upload them and how to tag them properly for discoverability. Now you've heard the 7 passive income ideas that actually work. But here's the real question. Which one are you going to try? Maybe you're not ready to dive in full-time. That's okay. The secret to passive income is starting where you are, with what you have. Don't wait for the perfect idea or perfect timing. Pick one path, give it 3 months, and treat it like an experiment. What matters most is your mindset. If you believe that your only value comes from trading time for money, you'll always be stuck in the cycle. But the moment you shift that belief, even slightly, you open the door to earning while you rest, while you travel, while you live. Don't get me wrong, none of these are truly 100% passive forever. They each require effort, some upfront, some ongoing, but compared to a traditional job, they offer freedom, freedom to scale, freedom to disconnect, freedom to build something once and watch it grow. Here's the part most people never say. Your first $10 from passive income will change you more than your first paycheck did. Because it proves the system works. It proves that value, once created, continues to flow. That moment is empowering. So if you're tired of the grind, start building. Create your first digital product. Upload that design. Write that blog post. Film that course. Because 1 year from now, you'll thank yourself. And if you stick with it, patiently, consistently, intentionally, you'll find yourself in a life where money flows in while you live on your own terms. Thanks for listening. Stay bold, stay smart, and most of all, stay free. Let's go deeper now, because behind every passive income stream is a story. A lesson that tells us why some people succeed while others give up. I want to tell you about Evelyn. She was a single mom, working 2 jobs, barely holding it together, but she had this one idea, an ebook on healthy meals for toddlers. She wrote it over 2 months. During her baby's naps and quiet evenings. She listed it for $5.99. Her first month? 3 sales. That's it. She could have quit. Most people would, but she believed in her knowledge. So she kept promoting it. She reached out to mom bloggers. She shared free tips in parenting Facebook groups. She created a simple email list. 6 months later, her ebook was selling 300 copies a month. That's nearly $1.800 from something she made once. The lesson? Success is rarely loud at the start. It's a whisper, it's a trickle, but consistency builds flow. Now let's rewind to something people forget. Most passive income streams are built on solving real problems. Think about it. A template solves the problem of time. A course solves the problem of confusion. A blog solves the problem of isolation. People want to connect with those who share their niche interests. That's the key. Passive income doesn't start with, "How can I make money?" It starts with, "What problem can I solve once?" that helps people over and over again. The best ideas often come from your own life. Your routines, your frustrations, your expertise, the workout plan that helped you lose weight, the budgeting spreadsheet that helped you get out of debt, the planner that helped you manage ADHD. These are all potential passive income assets if packaged and presented well. Now let's get technical. You might be wondering, how long does it actually take to start seeing results? That depends on the model. A digital product might take 20 hours to create, but could begin selling in a week. A dividend stock portfolio could take months or years to grow. A blog could take 6 months to rank on Google. A print-on-demand store might need 50+ designs before one goes viral. But here's the truth. The faster you start, the sooner you learn, and every attempt teaches you a system. You learn how to sell, how to price, how to design, how to market. Passive income is not just about money. It's about leverage. It's about using your time now to earn later. Let me tell you about Andre. He was obsessed with spreadsheets. Loved budgeting. One day, he posted a budgeting template on Reddit. Someone asked, "Do you sell this?" He never thought about that. But he cleaned it up, posted it on Gumroad, and linked to it on Reddit again. That month, he made $92. Next month, $210. 6 months in, over $900 a month. Today he teaches others how to build a Notion-based digital product library, and he's full-time. Andre didn't invent anything new. He just noticed what people asked for, and responded. The same can be true for you. Have you ever received the same question again and again in your job? Or among your friends? That's a sign. That's market demand. Turn that answer into a guide, a checklist, a video series. That's the seed of a passive income stream. Let's revisit an important truth. Most people overestimate what they can earn in a week, but underestimate what they can build in a year. If you started today and published just one small thing every week, a blog, a video, a design, a worksheet, in 1 year you'd have 52 assets. That's a portfolio. That's leverage. That's momentum. And momentum compounds. Just like money. Creativity and systems grow with use. You learn what works. You cut what doesn't. You get sharper, smarter, faster. The key is not finding the perfect idea. It's sticking with one idea long enough to learn from it. Which brings me to one of the biggest mindset traps: perfectionism. Don't wait until your product is flawless. Don't compare your first YouTube video to someone's 100th. Don't stall on launching a digital download because the logo isn't perfect. Done is better than perfect. Progress creates clarity. I've seen creators who made $50,000 with Canva-level designs. I've seen bloggers go viral with free WordPress themes. What they had wasn't polish. It was persistence. And remember, most platforms reward output. Etsy favors shops with more listings. YouTube promotes creators who upload consistently. Blogs with frequent updates rank higher in search. So your job isn't to make something once and expect the world to notice. Your job is to keep showing up. In the beginning, it's slow. You'll get one view, one sale, one email subscriber. But over time, the graph starts bending. That's the curve you're aiming for. Now let's talk about tools. Because technology has leveled the playing field. You don't need a developer. You don't need investors. You don't even need a fancy camera. Want to launch a digital product? Use Gumroad, Payhip, or Etsy. Want to teach a course? Try Teachable or Podia. Want to build a site? Use Card or Notion. Want to create designs? Try Canva or Kittl. Automation tools like Zapier, ConvertKit, and ChatGPT can handle customer emails. Lead generation, even content writing. You can outsource graphics on Fiverr. You can find free icons, fonts, and stock videos from online libraries. The point is, don't let tech scare you. Let it empower you. Because the people making money passively today aren't necessarily the smartest. They're the most resourceful. Let me share one last story with you. Meet Layla. She was a full-time nurse. Burnt out from 12-hour shifts and emotional exhaustion. Her escape? Journaling. Every night, she wrote about her day, her thoughts, her hopes, her lessons. Eventually, she compiled her writings into a self-care workbook. She uploaded it to Amazon KDP. No expectations. But within 3 months, she'd sold 500 copies. Today, she has a series of 6 journals, a small Instagram following, and earns more from her book sales than her old job ever paid her. What changed? She stopped waiting for someone to give her permission. And that's what I want you to walk away with. Passive income is not a fantasy. It's not a scam. And it's not just for tech geniuses or influencers. It's a system of thinking. A way to buy back your time, your freedom, your life, through creative leverage and intentional action. But it starts small. A single idea, a single attempt, a single upload. Here are a few final tips. Start with what you know. If you're a teacher, create lesson resources. If you're in finance, build budgeting tools. If you're a gamer, stream walkthroughs. Leverage your world. Use free tools first. Don't go broke chasing premium before you've proven demand. Talk to your audience, even if that's 5 people on Instagram. Ask what they need. Test ideas. Iterate. Track your time. Passive doesn't mean no effort. But effort spent today should pay dividends tomorrow. And finally, surround yourself with builders. Join creator communities. Listen to podcasts like this. Follow people who are doing what you want to do, not just talking about it. Because the more you stay around possibility, the less you'll settle for limitation. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be famous. You don't even have to be fast. You just have to be consistent. one idea, one asset, 1 week at a time. You are capable of building a life where your income is no longer chained to your hours. You can rest without guilt, travel without worry, provide without pressure. It starts with a mindset, and it continues with action. So take that first step. Launch that product, film that video, write that ebook, list that template. Your future self is already cheering for you. And I am too. Thanks for spending this time with me. I hope these 7 passive income ideas sparked something real in you. Not just information, but activation. Until next time, build boldly, live freely, and remember, your best financial life doesn't come from hustle alone. It comes from leverage, purpose, and belief. You've got this. Before we wrap, let me speak directly to the part of you that still doubts. Maybe you're thinking, this all sounds great, but I'm not an entrepreneur. Or, I don't have the time. Or even, nothing I make would ever sell. That voice? That's fear pretending to be logic. It's the same voice that kept me stuck for years, waiting for some perfect time. The right gear, the ideal niche. But the truth is, clarity comes through doing. You discover your unique lane by moving forward, not by standing still. Every creator you admire started with zero. Zero audience, zero experience, zero sales. They stumbled, they doubted, they started over. But the only reason you know their name today is because they didn't stop. You don't need 10 hours a day. You need 1, or 30 minutes, or just enough time to ship 1 thing per week. 1 new idea into the world. 1 more brick in your financial foundation. Let's say you dedicate Sunday afternoons to your passive income goal. That's 4 hours a week. In 3 months, that's nearly 50 hours. That's enough time to launch a course, publish 3 ebooks, write 10 blog posts, or list 25 designs. And once they're out there, they keep working for you. While you're working, while you're with family, while you sleep. That's the true beauty of passive income. It buys back your hours, so you can live more of your life. There's a quiet kind of joy that comes when you wake up. Check your phone, and see a notification that you earned money overnight. Not because it's about greed, but because it's about proof. Proof that your ideas have value. That your knowledge matters. That your time investment paid off. And yes, some things will flop. Some ideas won't convert. Some listings will sit untouched. That's normal. That's part of the game. But each failure is a step closer to the thing that works. You don't need a perfect batting average. You just need 1 home run. 1 product that takes off. 1 audience that clicks with your voice. 1 solution that meets the market just right. So don't wait. Don't plan forever. Don't let perfection steal your progress. Pick one of these 7 ideas. Set a 30-day challenge. Give yourself a deadline. Get uncomfortable. That's where growth lives. And track the process. Journal what you're learning. Note what works and what doesn't. Celebrate every small win, every first sale, every new subscriber. They matter. They're milestones on your wealth journey. Because make no mistake, passive income isn't just a money goal. It's a freedom goal. It's about reclaiming your time, reclaiming your choices, reclaiming your ability to live without financial fear. If you've made it this far in the episode, that means something inside you is ready. Ready to build, ready to bet on yourself, ready to believe that your time can work for you, not just disappear in someone else's dream. So stand up, start small, stay with it. A year from now, you won't be starting over. You'll be scaling up. And that, my friend, is the power of building assets that earn while you sleep. Thank you for listening. Let me leave you with one last thought. Money flows to value, and value comes from courage, the courage to create, to share, to serve. You don't need to be extraordinary to build passive income. You just need to notice the ordinary things you do well and be brave enough to package them. What you know today, what you've lived through, struggled with, figured out, that might be the exact thing someone else is searching for. Your voice has value, your experience has power, and passive income is simply the bridge between what you know and who needs it. So don't waste another year waiting for things to change. Start building the life that aligns with your vision, not your paycheck. Use what you have, learn as you go, and trust that each small step is part of something much bigger. This is Scott Blaze, reminding you, you don't need permission to start. You just need to decide that your time is worth more than you've been told. Go build, go serve, go earn, and go live. I'll see you in the next episode. And if no one has told you this today, your time, your ideas, and your effort matter more than you know. Don't let them go to waste. Until next time.